Welcome to Quiet Echo. I'm Chloe Papadakis, and I'll be your host for today's episode. Lars warned you I would be better at this than he is. Lars is wrong about very few things, but he is wrong about this. Nobody is better behind a microphone than a man who says exactly what he means and stops. I will do my best to follow his example. My daughter got a birthday card from my mother last month. She opened it at the kitchen table, looked at it for a long time, and handed it to me. What does it say? She is 7. She reads chapter books. She reads menus at restaurants and street signs from the back seat. But she held her grandmother's card like it was written in a language from another country. It was cursive. My mother had written 3 sentences. How proud she was. How fast the years go. Simple things. The kind of thing a grandmother writes because she wants her hand, not a keyboard, to say it. My daughter listened while I read it aloud, nodded, and went back to her cereal. I put the card on the refrigerator. I have looked at it every morning since, not because of what it says, because of what it means when a child cannot read her own grandmother's handwriting. Cursive instruction was dropped from Common Core education standards in 2010. 41 states adopted those standards. An entire generation grew up without learning to read or write in connected script. At Harvard, historian Drew Gilpin-Faust asked her seminar students how many could read cursive. 2 out of 3 could not. Harvard students. They cannot read a letter from 1943. In Kentucky, a teacher named Alessia Duff said her own children look at her handwriting and ask, "What are you writing? Is it a foreign language?" It is not a foreign language. It is their language. It is every birthday card, every recipe box, every love letter, every will, every diary, every note folded into a pocket before somebody left for a war they might not come back from. And a generation of children cannot read any of it without asking someone else to translate. Lars said yesterday a man who does not read has handed his thinking to whoever talks loudest. He is right. But there is something even quieter disappearing here. A child who cannot read cursive has not handed her thinking to anyone. She has lost access to the people who came before her. The thinking already happened. The letters were already written. They are sitting in shoeboxes in attics all over this country, and the children they were meant for cannot open them. Brain scans tell us something we should have known all along. When young children write letters by hand, neural circuits light up in ways typing does not activate. The brain responds differently to the physical act of forming a letter. The pressure, the curve, the connection between one letter and the next. Cursive is not decoration. It is how the hand teaches the mind to think in connected lines. Take it away, and you do not just lose a style of writing. You lose a way of thinking. The good news is 25 states have brought cursive back. California dropped it in 2010 and reinstated it in 2024. Kentucky added it for this school year. Legislators are not doing this because they miss the old days. They are doing it because reading scores are falling, because children are losing fine motor skills, because a country full of people who cannot sign their own name is a country handing its identity to machines. Now, to be sure, typing matters. Digital literacy matters. I plan events for a living. My work lives on screens. I am not arguing we go backward. I am arguing we do not cut the thread. There is room in a child's day for both a keyboard and a pencil. There always was. We just decided there was not, and a generation of grandmothers' birthday cards became unreadable. I think about Mildred Olson. Lars says she reads every night. I would bet anything she writes letters to. Real ones in cursive, the kind you keep in a drawer. And I think about what happens in 20 years when the person she wrote them for holds the paper up and says, "What does it say?" My mother's handwriting slopes to the right. The loops are tall. The T's are crossed high. It looks like her. I would know it anywhere, the way I know her voice on the phone before she says her name. My daughter does not have this. She has never seen cursive used as a living thing. To her, it is artifact, museum glass, something old people did. So I sat down with her last weekend. I wrote her name in cursive on a piece of notebook paper. She traced it with her finger. She asked me to write it again. She asked me to write Grandma's name. We filled a page. She kept the paper. It took 4 minutes. Nobody assigned it. No screen was involved. A mother and a daughter, a pencil, and a piece of paper. The oldest technology in the world, doing what it has always done, connecting one hand to another across time. Write your child's name in cursive tonight. Let them watch your hand move. Let them trace it. It does not need to be a lesson. It just needs to be a thread. The card is still on my refrigerator. Next time, I want her to read it herself. This is Chloe Papadakis. Tomorrow Dan Larson has the microphone. He will know what to do with it. He always does. Quiet Echo is part of the fictional Cedar Valley news series, written by Evan Swenson, publisher, publication consultants, and Claude Marshall, AI developmental editor. While the people in town are fictional, the national events they reflect on are real. Why do words matter? Because they change lives when someone reads them. Discover why purpose is the foundation of every sentence worth writing in The Power of Authors by Evan Swenson and Lois Swenson. Available on Amazon.
You've been listening to the Cedar Valley News Podcast, where small-town voices meet the headlines shaping our world. From faith and family to front porches and fields. We'll be back with more stories connecting real lives to real events. Until next time, keep your porch light on, your faith strong, and your heart open.